Okay, got something a little different today. It is a non-lethal device. It is not classed as a pistol, it's not classed as a handgun, it is purely non-lethal personal defense. That's what it's set up for. So, if we take a look what you get in the box. Obviously you get the Byrna itself, you get 2 mags that come with it, you then get the kinetic. It's a solid ball. It's designed to obviously hurt. Then you have some inert rounds, which are practice. They're going to explode. They've got, you know, a talcum powder type mixture in there to kind of simulate what you're going to get from these. Now, these are the Byrna Max. They are a OC CS mixture in a solid ball. So let's kind of get into these. So in here, these are those. They have a little slight slit in them. Obviously, I'm assuming that's going to help them pop open. Whereas when you look at the kinetics, they are a solid, less of a line crack in those. You then get 2 canisters of CO2. So you actually load these in. Once they're in there, you can carry it loaded, ready to go, and it's not going to pierce that until you actually pull that trigger for the first time. So the way it works is on the little mag, you have this little indent here. You put it in, and then you're going to unscrew. And once that comes out, you're then going to physically drop that in, and then you're going to screw it back on. It's going to be good to go. So you can do 5 rounds. You could do a mix and match. You could do the kinetic. You could do the max. That way, you know, if somebody doesn't stop when you hit them with a kinetic, you can then end them with the max, or vice versa, just to add to that. So today we're going to test it. You know, it's start of winter here, so it's cold. All of the videos I've seen online are all somebody wearing a t-shirt, or there's a big distance back from where people are getting shot from. But let's face it, most of the time you have an interaction with somebody, a negative interaction, it's going to be closer range. So that's what we're going to test it. I always wear, you know, a hoodie, a body warmer. We're going to see if that would start. We've also got a Carhartt type jacket that we're going to use to test to see if that makes a difference as well. And then we, you know, we'll have a better idea of whether this would work. Let's test it out. Okay, so what I've done, got a couple of the inert rounds. I'm going to test it out. Already got the CO2 canister in there. You can carry it like that until you pull that trigger, then it's going to pierce it. And then you've got a limited amount of time from there to obviously use it before it's just going to dissipate. So we've got a pumpkin, we're going to try it on. The rest of the pumpkin is from a previous video we just shot, testing out a PS90 and 2 pounds of tannerite. As you can see, it definitely went up. Definitely check that one out. Right, let's give it a little go. We're loaded up, we're off, safe, we're now on fire. Let's see what this thing does, close range. Well, it has a long trigger pull on that, real long. I wasn't expecting it to be as long as it was. I don't know whether that was just maybe for the first, you know, piercing of that cartridge, but we'll try it again. It definitely impacted, and it definitely put a dent in that pumpkin, so let's try again. That went even further into the pumpkin. That is a deep hole. Let's take a little look. I actually think that might have gone, yeah, that actually went right the way in. So we're seeing, as this is a practice round, something is telling me that these solid ones are not going to be favorable, even with a jacket. So those were the practice rounds. I'm going to try a kinetic on here. Let's see if there's much of a difference, okay? Now that wasn't even as bad. That literally has bounced off. There's a small dent right here, but seeing as the practice rounds went in, this just dented. This is going to be an interesting video. Well, let's test it out. That did not hurt in the slightest. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this off. We're going to try it with just a body warmer on and a hoodie. We're going to start removing layers and test firing it. I obviously felt the impact. That is not going to stop anyone. Not at all. Got a good friend of mine here who volunteered when I purchased this to take the max shot.
Ow. That wasn't even that bad.
How'd it feel?
That wouldn't have stopped me. We were only 10 feet away.
And
here's the max round, solid as can be.
Solid.
Not even busted yet.
So it didn't even burst. And here's the next thing to factor. Everybody else in these videos is using wood boards. They're standing far away. We're doing this close. You know, this is where the distance, look at this. This is the sort of distance where an attacker is gonna be. So far,
I mean, don't get me wrong,
not really doing too good.
It hurt, but that wouldn't have stopped me. I felt like I just got punched, and that's about it in the chest.
Okay.
And I'm only wearing one layer. T-shirt underneath.
So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna do another round and try it, because I just realized there is another max one loaded in. We're gonna try it, and then we're gonna go back to the kinetics. So as you saw, the last one didn't pop. We've got another one of the max burners. We're gonna try that out. I put another layer on underneath. Hopefully it's gonna burst. Got a mask on purely so it doesn't hit me directly in the face, but obviously I can breathe fully. I'm gonna breathe it all in. So let's give it a go, see if this one works. Again, we're talking less than 7 yards.
Hold on, it's like jammed up.
Right there, yet again. That actually hit harder than the kinetic.
It released some gas, it looked like.
It did not burst. So, let's have a little look. Nope, did not burst. But like I say, it did hit a little harder. I'm going to try the kinetic ones again now with less layers and see what we get out of it. So we're now down to fewer layers. I literally just have a thin Under Armour on underneath. Then I've got a hoodie, and then just to a North Face body warmer. So we're going to try the kinetic ball again. Hopefully we get a little bit more of a reaction. Let's try it again. About 7 yards. Okay, felt that one. So the only way I can describe that is more of a bit of a harder hitting paintball. That's about it. Stings a little bit. Would that have stopped me moving at any point? No, it's really not. You know, if I want to cause harm to somebody, I'm not even keeling over. So again, I think this is another level of fail. You're not really going to be wearing less layers than what I am doing right now, especially when we're talking it's, you know, 40 degrees out here without wind chill. So this is a fail. Okay, we're going to try another one, a thinner layer again. So let's give it a go. This time we're about, let's say 4 feet.
Nah, not at all.
Nothing at all.
And
so what this is telling me is it's great against people wearing a t-shirt. As soon as you've got another layer on, it just does not work as a self-defense, you know, item. I don't want to call it a weapon because it's not really a weapon. Now, one thing I would say is it is accurate. It's hitting exactly where you aim it, time after time after time. It is consistent. Other people have had issues where they've pulled the trigger and they've not worked. It's worked for us every time, every single time. But it is not going to stop anybody. Okay, so now I'm going to try 2 shots of the kinetic. I'm going to move forward. We're going to see if it gets worse as I approach, okay? So let's go. Okay, so first one hit again like a paintball. Second one, once I got this close, and I'm talking like I can grab the camera, that's how close I am. It hurt more than a paintball, but again, it wouldn't have stopped me. I'm already at the camera, I'm already here, and if I've got that motivation to be, you know, attacking somebody, that's not it. The only thing I can think of is maybe the fear factor of having something gun shaped pointed at you, plus maybe the bang, plus maybe an initial shock may turn somebody away because they're not expecting it. But once they realize that it's just a bit of pain, that's all it is. Let's go. Nope. Now, I can't recommend this product, especially not for a self-defense scenario. But if you have bought one or you're serious about buying one, I definitely think you need to do your research. I definitely think you need to test it so you know what you're going to expect out of it. You know, we found today that it failed. We couldn't get the Max Byrna rounds to, you know, actually explode, to pop, and the pain that was felt from the kinetic rounds weren't sufficient. So definitely test it out if you can, but definitely do some research, maybe look out there for other videos and look at how people are testing them out. People holding up boards, what level of clothing they're wearing. Are they wearing something underneath though that clothing? But as far as just straight up jackets, hoodies, you know, North Face body warmer, it was not effective. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube. We're also on Facebook, turncoat_tactical. Give us a like, give us a follow. Hopefully you'll like some of our content. We've got some other funny videos on there and just general guns, gear, shooting. Thanks.